is up, YouTube? Just got my new front sprocket installed. And man, this bike is killing it. It's definitely feeling kind of weird having to shift constantly, but yeah, and I don't have a speedo healer, and I honestly can't fucking afford one. So I'm rocking the I don't know what it's called, Speedy Speedo, I don't know, some kind of speedometer app for my iPhone. That's gonna be my speedo. All right, so I need to map out which speeds are which. So 35 is 45. That's pretty easy to remember. 40 is 50. Okay. Word. Is 40 really 50? Okay, 52 is 40. Gotcha. Hearing some pseudo strange sounds from the engine, but I don't know, maybe it's just new things breaking in, I hope, and not something terrible. Definitely having to shift a lot more often, which isn't that big of a deal to me. Hopefully the torque will be worth it. We'll find out here in just a moment. This is second gear, I think. Holy smokes. Definitely gonna take some getting used to. It's like a whole new bike. I don't know. I mean, I want to say I like it because I just spent like 2 days doing it, but I think once I get a speedo healer and get it on there, it'll feel a lot better. All right, here's the real test here. First gear takeoff. That was fucking ridiculous. Oh my god. It was like, oh my god, the bike was fucking leaping. Definitely gonna burn a lot more gas. If going 65 puts me up at like 6,500, that's gonna be burning a lot of gas. My normal cruising speed's right about here, so yeah, 75-ish. We'll call it keeping it under 75 when I'm going to work, I guess, until I get the speedo healer on there. That's insane though. Wow. I don't even really want to try to wheelie this thing. Just concerned at like how that would work out. Alright, dropping into first gear. Whoa, that's engine braking for reals. Oh my god, it just came right the fuck up. Holy shit. Okay, that was a power wheelie. I'm gonna have to be careful as fuck in first gear. That was ridiculous. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was like an 1/8 of a crack of the throttle. Just in case I haven't already mentioned it somewhere, I don't think I've talked about it yet in this particular video, but I think I mentioned it in the other one. My sprocket that I got on there is a 54 and stock is a 46. So it's not like I put a 54 on a 600RR. You know, it's a stock on this one is a 46 instead of a 43, like on the 600RR. This is way more torquey. This is insane. Jesus Christ. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna keep the front wheel down on this thing. That was, honestly, that was ridiculous. Alright, let's see this. So here's second gear here. I'm just gonna see what happens when I roll onto second gear. Not quite. Okay, so I can't power wheelie it up just by rolling on in second gear. But first gear, oh, I sure as hell can. Yeah, that was barely cracking the throttle and it almost picked up the front wheel. Man. I'm gonna have to be fucking careful with this. I don't know, guys, that's scary. I like to think that not a lot really scares me, but that's fucking scary. I really want to like race someone now. I know according to my calculations, in a perfect engine, the gearing change that I did is going to drop my gas mileage by like 13 1/3%. I think, if I understand the math correctly. But that's assuming that miles per gallon is directly proportional, or is it inversely proportional? I don't know. Is assuming that miles per gallon is proportional in some way to your gearing. But I know there's a lot more variables than that in an engine, so I'm probably off. But if that is true, then, you know, 5 mile per gallon drop in my fuel economy is not going to be that big of a deal for me. But just seeing the way that the gearing changes, though, and that the majority of my cruising is in 6th gear, putting it, I think before it put me around like 4, maybe, and now that I'm running at 6.5, it might, since the majority, what the fuck? Since the majority of my activity was in 6th gear, cruising at about 4,000 RPM. Now, if the majority of my activity is in 6th gear, cruising about 6,500 RPM, that means that, let's see, I guess that 6.5 is what percent of 4,000? 30% higher? 40% higher, maybe? So if that's the case, then we're talking about a major change in gas mileage, which still isn't the end of the world. I mean, I do ride my bike a lot, but really all that's going to do is drop my like 40 miles to the gallon that I get currently to maybe, what's 40%? It'd be more than 10. Oh god, that's high. It'd be like fucking, 40 would drop, if you drop 40 by 40%, it'd be like dropping by 10% less, like 18, oh my god, 18 miles per gallon less? That's crazy.